Welcome to your dynamic shoulder sequence. We're going to begin in a reclined position, palms face up at the ceiling, draw the shoulder blades down the back. We'll just arrive here, ready for our session. Eyes closed, inhale, filling up with the breath, and then full exhale, relaxing your body, your jaw, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing as much as you possibly can. We'll do one more like that. Inhale, take the breath all the way in. And big exhale out. Really arriving here, getting ready for your session. We're going to come to lie onto our right side and extend your arms forward and make sure that your knees are stacked. We're going to take a semicircle with that top arm. So trace the left fingertips on the floor as you reach around. Now, as you take the twist, just notice what's happening to your left knee. Has it started to slip away from the right? Pull it back. So we want to make sure that we're stretching through that T-spine, that thoracic spine. Bring your arm forward again, and let's trace that semicircle, reaching up and around, this time trying to trace a bigger semicircle all the way around. Reach forward again, last one on this side, up and around, exhaling into the twist so that you really get that deep stretch here. Good, come back to center and we'll just make an easy roll over to the other side. Stack the knees, reach the top arm forward as far as you can and start to trace that semicircle, inhaling as you get to the top and then exhaling as you move into the twist. Bring the arm forward, inhale, reach it up, over, exhale into the twist. Last one on this side, inhale, reaching up, over, and exhaling into the twist. Good. Come onto your back, hug the knees into the chest, just rock up and down the spine until you get enough momentum to rock all the way up to the top, hands to the floor, and you're going to make your way onto your stomach. Now from here, we're going to turn our head to the right and make our arms out in a T shape and really check that your hands are in alignment with your shoulders here. You're going to bend your knees, and from here, we're going to tip our feet over to the left side. And I almost want you to think about bringing your right toes to your left fingers. It takes a little bit of time to get used to, and then we'll come back to center and we'll take it over to the other side. I'm going to start to move in a slightly more dynamic way here. So I'm moving my feet one at a time over to the left and right side. Now, if you're feeling a little bit stiff today, then feel free to just hang a little longer on the side that feels stiff. You can make this as dynamic or as passive as you'd like. We're going to be here for another few reps and then release. Bring your hands down to the sides of your lower ribs. Turn your forehead to face the floor. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Belly draws in. You're going to inhale as you push down into the floor, tucking the toes, lifting knees, hips, and thighs off for an upward facing dog here. So really draw the shoulder blades down and back. We're asking our lats and our shoulder stabilizers to switch on here. Belly is drawn in, and then we're going to push into the floor, tuck our toes, and move into a downward facing dog position. When you take this downward facing dog, do not be afraid to activate your traps, your upper traps. So really squeeze the shoulders in towards the ears here. Inhale, come forward into a high push-up position, lower down through a tricep push-up or chaturanga dandasana for my yogis. Elbows come either sides of the body. They sort of shave the ribs. And then inhale into our upward facing dog. Exhale, we're going to press back. Inhale, we're going to come forward. We're going to lower down. As we exhale, push up, inhale into the upward facing dog position. We're going to do a couple more of these in our own time. Again, feel free, depending on how you're feeling right now, what's your mood. You're going to move in a really dynamic way. You're feeling super energetic, or do you need a little bit more time, a little bit more breath, synchronization to ease your way into today's workout? Beautiful. Coming back into that downward facing dog, drop the knees down to the floor. And from here, we're going to move into what's called anahatasana, which means heart pose or heart opening pose. So your knees are down. We're trying to stretch out the lats, the shoulders. We're also letting the rib cage sink towards the floor. So we're really going into some deep shoulder flexion here. You can bring the chin down to the floor if you want a little bit more into your spine, or otherwise keep the forehead down on the floor. Just take a nice deep breath in while you're here and exhale, relaxing into those tight spots. Beautiful. Come back into an all fours position. We're going to take that left arm and we're going to reach it up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, you're going to thread it through the right side, but I want you to take it all the way down to the floor. Now from here, I'm going to start to slide onto my belly. And I can bring that right hand just extended in front of me, or I can rest my forehead on the back of my right hand. But whatever we're doing, we're really trying to lie across that left arm to stretch the rear deltoids. You might get a feeling at the back of the shoulder as well. Beautiful. Bring the right palm back down so that you can push yourself out of this. Come back into an all fours position. Let's take that right arm up, inhale, and then exhale, thread it through. And as you thread it through, make sure that it's straight across the body here. Extend your legs, let yourself relax into this, and you can place that left hand wherever you want to, wherever is comfortable for you. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Beautiful. And then coming back up into a kneeling position when you are ready. You're going to go ahead and grab your band. Now, the distance that you hold the band is going to be dependent upon the flexibility and range that you have in your chest and just in your shoulders generally. So find that distance for yourself. But the key things I want you to make sure of when we're doing our banded dislocates is that we're not moving through the rib cage. So I'm demonstrating right now. I do not want you to be kind of moving back and forth to make this position happen. I want you to be able to keep the rib cage down as you extend the arms over your head, or the band over your head. And we're just going to continue here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Okay. We're staying on your knees. What I want you to do is just move that band to the side, take your hands and place them behind you. So like you're sort of trying to hide your hands behind your back. Keep your palms out nice and spread apart here so that the hands and fingers are active and your forearms are active. The same cueing. I want you to be aware of how much your rib cage moves here. So we want to keep the rib cage nice and still. And from here, I want you to lift your hands off your back, take them out to the side, externally rotate now so the palms are up towards the ceiling, and then bring your hands behind your head, even as deep as your sort of upper spine, below your neck even. And then from there, take them out to the side, internally rotate your palms so that the palms face backwards behind you, and then we're going to reverse that movement and bring our hands back to our lower back. Continue to do this movement with me now slowly, but what I want you to really focus on is bracing through your trunk so that we get this isolation in the shoulder capsule, so that we know that we can keep our body still while our shoulder moves. And that's how we know that we're getting true range from our shoulders and not from our rib cage moving or our spine moving, so that we can get more range. Beautiful. Finish the last round of these wherever you're at in the sequence, and then slowly release your arms down. Let's get into the workout.